The broadcast is live.
All right, we're live.
Yay!
Yay! I don't know where my child threw me off for a minute. So
I'm gonna post this. Oh,
cool. I don't know where my phone is, so.
And now I gotta go find the link again.
Yeah. Come join us.
Oh yeah, do that because my phone is probably in the other room, and I'm not gonna go
Yeah, you can't.
My
You
toddler.
can't do that. He'll know you're there again.
Yeah, right now he has object permanence and doesn't know where I'm at, so we're just gonna leave it that way.
Enjoy it.
He's like, I can just hear his little feet, and then I just heard him tell Andrew 5 more minutes.
That's Ben every single night with baseball. Can I just watch 5 more minutes of baseball? And then he'll try to negotiate, till the end of the inning, till the next commercial, till somebody hits a home run. And we're like, go to bed. You can't stay up that late.
Yeah. Oh. Well, hi, everybody. We're starting to get some comments. So there's people watching.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong thing. Now I can see it, though.
Well, and I will, so there's a chat on the side, but then I'll pop up comments too on the screen so that it shows on YouTube, and that way people know what we're talking about. So.
Awesome. I found the link. Post.
Cool. Because y'all have to do that for me because my phone is MIA.
My pop socket is the Akatar Mountain. So, even with the bookish theme.
Oh, that did not work. Okay.
Also, I'm in my bedroom, and I just realized that the picture I took, you can see into my bathroom and see the toilet. So I'm trying to cover it. We're classy here.
We do a good job here.
Yeah, we're the late
professional.
readathon. If I see your toilet, so be it.
That's not the vibe. Anyway,
I love it.
So Taylor is reading the Chateau. We'll kind of hang out for a bit as more and more people pop on. Krista. She's really worth following on BookTube, if you're on BookTube.
I don't know anything about this BookTube world. I'm kind of excited about it, but I don't know anything about it.
It's fun. I'm pretty new, but it's fun.
I started a few years ago before I had Bookstagram, making BookTube videos because I've watched people for years and years and years. I started making videos, but they were not very good. And so I switched to Instagram, and then last year I started making videos again, but I haven't since December. So it's it's fine. It's casual.
Yeah, it's casual, but I love it when you make your videos, Marty.
Yeah, I love watching all the videos you post.
You're kind of why I got on BookTube, but oh gosh. Oh man, there's comments. Okay.
Hi, Glenda.
Jane.
There's just so many people.
My computer's being slow too. Hi, Glenda.
Okay.
Glenda is starting the 9th Keeper of the Lost Cities book and listening to more of the Parker Inheritance. It's a middle grade book kind of night.
I'm here for middle grade.
Yeah. I either love them or I don't know enough about them, so I have to go to people who read it to find good ones. Our friend Danielle.
I need to learn all the good ones.
Yeah. Krista's a good one to follow, Books and Jams, because she does do a lot of middle grade if you're looking for that. Krista and Lindsay. Hi, Lena. Don't know how long I will stay awake, but I'm reading Fly Girl by Anne Hood, and it's so good. I want to read that.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's I think it's historical fiction, right, Lena?
Well, then I would love it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this.
Lena's also East Coast, so.
Oh, so Lena, you're going to be tired like me. She's like, no, I'm going to bed.
All of us Central Standard Time people. And then Sarah.
I told my children they have to sleep in the morning. You have to let me go to bed.
I just got finished with another Zoom chat with, it's Jesse, I think, right?
Oh.
Maybe.
I
I
always say
love
it now.
brilliant book. Yeah, both of her books are so good. I want to reread Transcendent Kingdom.
I loved that, and the audio is amazing.
Yeah.
Bonnie Turpin is like the best narrator of all
She's
time.
so good.
I think I might have that audiobook, but I'm not sure. But I really loved Homegoing.
And Jane just finished that, I'm pretty sure.
That was amazing.
Best, yes it is. Sprints of Old Friends and Fedoras. Ooh, is that a cozy? It sounds like it would be a cozy.
I hate to say this, cozy mysteries are like the only thing I don't read.
I tried my first 2 last year, and I like them, but I want to love them the way people love them.
People love them.
Yeah.
I think if I'm gonna read a mystery, I need it to be like a psychological thriller or like horror, gory. Like I need high stakes for a mystery.
It needs to freak me out. It needs to scare me.
My hang up is that they come in mass market, and I love historical romance mass market. So like I was reading it and I'm like, I feel like there needs to be more like sexy scenes in this just because of the format of the book.
Yeah.
It's like,
wait a second.
Yeah. Okay, hello. I'll be reading Drizzle Dreams and Love Struck Things by Maya Prasad. I don't have my phone right now. It's hidden because my toddler was being chaos, so I can't look up anything right now. So I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. BookTube is such a great community. Yes, it is. I'm reading Big Summer by Jennifer. Is it Weiner or Wiener?
Listen, I don't care how you say it. It's Wiener to me, and
I actually think it is Wiener. I'm not. Don't quote. I listened to her read a book, but I don't remember.
If I have the chance to say Wiener, I will say Wiener, and I will take that chance.
Always.
Always.
So she's starting Dolores Claiborne. My goodness, my mouse. I needed to get a new Mac, I think. Krista will hook you up with some recs.
Please do. I'm starting in the fall as a school librarian for pre-K through 8th grade. So like I need all of the middle grade recs because I know nothing.
I'm starting a list on my phone of all the people I need to follow for the good recs and of all these amazing books that people are recommending here.
Summer. Okay. I haven't read this series by her yet.
Did you read to All the Boys I Loved Before?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a sweet one.
I'm currently reading Banyan Moon. I have this from NetGalleon. It's also the Modern Mrs. Darcy pick in July, so I need to read that. Burning God by R.F. Kuang.
Is that number 2 or 3 in the Poppy War? It's one of them. I don't know.
Is he the one who just wrote Yellowface? Is that him? Okay. I haven't read any of his books.
Her.
Her. Oh my God. See, I just think
she wrote Gabby too, and it's like this big, and it's very intimidating. And I want to read it, but like I'm also like too scared to do it.
I liked it. I think it was hyped incorrectly. Like it's not high fantasy, which is what I thought it was. It's more like.
Is it like it's like dark academia, right?
Yeah, dark academia with fantasy components, but I wouldn't classify it as a fantasy.
Because her first trilogy was high fantasy, and I think that's why people like they thought that was like because like her new one is just like a contemporary satire. She was saying,
yeah.
She's
only like 28, and she has done all these things, and I'm like, what did I do with my life?
I went to her author event when she was here in Des Moines, and she is just like ridiculously smart, but like also very down to earth. So it's like the right combination of like, I don't feel smart enough for this conversation.
Those are the best.
Under the darkened skies. I'm going to try to stay up. Storms are supposed to be rolling in. Once it starts storming, I fall asleep. It's the best way to sleep. So good luck. And if you fall asleep, we won't be offended.
I will not judge you, Morgan.
I might fall asleep on this couch during this live video. So.
Fly Girl is a memoir. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to read that.
That sounds really good. I'm thinking of Flight Girls. I don't know. It's a book with a plane on the cover. A lot of comments. Hi, friends. Hoping to finish up Pride and Premeditation. I'm so close to being done. Ooh. I DNF'd Transcendent Kingdom, but loved Homegoing. They're totally different books.
They are. They really are.
Yeah, I could see that. Ooh. Sorry, things are jumping. Glad
I
we
have the fourth wing right here.
Hey, that should have been like the read of the laid back.
Right.
I swear like half the people were reading it. I almost put up like a thing in my story that was like, hey, let's like get everybody together, but I didn't because I don't know.
You were doing a lot.
It's laid back. We don't have to have any plans.
Right. We just go.
Yeah. Glenda's also in Central Standard Time. Jane, yep. Uh-oh, Amber! Hoping to finish up Firefly Summer by Morgan Matson. It's super cute. The cover looked really cute.
I love her YA stuff, so I feel like I would like her middle grade too. Like she always writes like super fun like summary reads.
Oh, I love that.
Her covers are really cute though. Like just enough. Like I don't know, it sucks me in. Amber, thanks for joining. Oh, Lessons in Chemistry was one of my favorite books last year.
A lot of people were reading that for the readathon too. Like
yeah,
a good chunk of people.
I think they're getting ready for like the TV show.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
yes,
like
Brie Larson. Yeah,
I love her. I'm in love with Brie Larson.
I would watch anything she was in.
I'm so excited. I'm keeping my Apple. I was going to cancel Apple TV and then didn't for this reason. Plus, we just want to watch Ted Lasso as many times as possible.
Yes.
Divine Donut Shop.
Cozies have the best. Like, what I'm losing my words. Cozies have the best titles.
I was gonna say that definitely sounds cozy.
Yeah. That's commitment.
I am a sucker for anything Hades and Persephone, so.
I just read, it's an arc that came out on either the 13th or the 23rd, whatever the last Tuesday was, I don't know, in June, but it's Psyche and Eros. Hades and Persephone are side characters, but it was just a really fun retelling.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. I hadn't read I don't think they've had any retellings yet, other than I think maybe Katie Roberts.
Yeah, they're in that, and I don't remember which book, but they either have a book or have one coming.
Leah will be tired.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
See, I wasn't the only one that didn't know.
So, for those of you, we kind of were chatting when we started, but I'm Kelsey. I'm at Essentially Booked and one of the co-hosts of the Laid Back Readathon, and then I'm here with my two hosts. I don't know who wants to go. Sarah?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah, at Sarah Levine Blog, and I had a blast co-hosting this readathon.
Yay! I'm so glad.
I'm ready for inviting us to join you.
Well, I'm Marty. I am Let's Talk About Books Baby on Instagram, kind of here on YouTube, kind of over on TikTok. I put a little bit of effort in everywhere. But the Laid Back Readathon is my baby. I started it like a couple years ago, and it has grown to massive size. I think we had like 360 something people. So I have my lovely friends here to hang out and help me and talk about books because that's what I like to do. And yeah, I don't know.
Because there's 10 chats. Like when you started, how many chats did you have?
Well, way back when, Instagram had a limit to chats, so you could only have 32 people in a chat. Now they let you run wild, which is maybe a mistake because I feel like if it gets too big, people kind of get lost. But at the very beginning, I think I had 2 chats, so like 60 people-ish. And then I went to like 5 and then 7, and now we're at 10. Yeah, it's fun.
I was like, if people were messaging me on Instagram, I'm like, I'm going to go back to you next week because my chats right now are so crazy. So
yeah,
real life friends, sorry if I've ignored you this week, but I've had more fun. I've had a lot of fun with the Laid Back Readathon. Sorry, not sorry.
don't know. It's low stakes. Like, it really is laid back. Like, the very first time that I did it, I didn't have, like, because I do, like, a bingo board and, like, a daily photo challenge and, like, reading sprints. I didn't do any reading sprints the first time. We were just, like, all talking about what we were reading. But, like, everything's always optional. So, like, if that stuff's not your jam, like, it's fine. You don't have to do it. There's no requirements. You don't have to set, like, a certain TBR. You don't have to, like, read a certain kind of book or anything. It's literally just, like, I'm gonna read this book and I'm gonna talk to book people. Like, I don't know. It's chill. It's fun.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people are into it, because, like, I love watching other people's, like, reading vlogs for, like, the really intense, like, readathons. Like, whenever somebody does Bookopoly and they have, like, a whole board, and, like, I love watching that, but I myself, I cannot do it. So
Yeah.
It's a big commitment.
I did Magical Readathon this year, and that's really fun. But it's like you create a character, and there's like a spring and a fall semester, and you take classes. It's here on YouTube.
Oh.
I can't think of her name. It's Gia is her like real name, but I'll figure out. I'll find it and put it in the comments. But I like that one's really there's a lot of prompts and stuff, and like you have to pass your classes, and if you don't do it, you don't pass. And so I don't know, but it's still like you can do what you want to do because no one's really watching you, but it's more intense than that.
I know myself, and I would take it too seriously.
Yeah.
And perfect and like pass everything. Like,
and you like create your own outfit and like be the side character. I bet Marty would do it. You could be Estelle. Create your own character. Okay.
Kelsey makes fun of me because one time I don't know why, but I slip into accents sometimes. My favorite one is a British accent. It's terrible. But one time I did like this New York, New Jersey accent, and Kelsey gave me an alter ego of being Estelle because I sounded like Estelle from Friends.
Yes.
Good times.
Can we hear it?
She like
Absolutely not.
I just need to like tease her. I call her Marty Estelle.
No. It's not good. It's not a good thing.
Lindsay said, have you read Lovely War by Julie Berry?
Oh, I've heard of that.
I haven't. I just need to read it.
Is it? Hold on. Let me.
It's like YA kind of, but I think a little more.
Lovely War, Julie Berry. Okay, I have seen this cover everywhere. But like I'm not super into historical fiction, so it's this one.
Yes.
So I've kind of just written it off. But you know what? Greek gods have piqued my interest.
I love historical fiction so much.
You do not need to hear the accent.
I'll get Estelle out at some point tonight.
She's ready to come to the forefront.
I love Lovely War. It's my favorite this year. And I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it's on my shelf downstairs. I just need to, like, read all the books that I own.
Yes.
Okay.
Many.
Let's do our first sprint. So it's 8:48. How would you guys feel? We'll do like a 45-minute one to 9:30 my time, 10:30 your time.
10:30.
I work in different time zones, so I'm like getting really good at this for my day job. Let me get the ASMR room going. Oh, nope. Bear with me here, folks. And then we can start reading.
Yay. Marty, have you started Fourth Wing yet? You're about to.
I have not. I have saved it for this very moment so we can have my live reactions. I will keep it spoiler free, but they will be live reactions.
Yes.
Cool.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
If this does not live up to all the hype that everybody and their mother has been doing, I will not throw this across the room because it's a library book, but I will be angry.
I'm scared to read it for the hype, but
that was me with like ACOTAR. Like everybody was like hyping it up, and I didn't read it until like 2 years ago. And then I did fall in love with this. So, like it's fine, but other books have let me down. Looking at You from Blood and Ash, but
oh, I love those books. I know. I'm sorry. It's like such trash. I understand that. I didn't know they were about vampires when I started reading them. So if anybody else didn't know that either. And all of a sudden, like, it gets to the part where it's like revealed that they're vampires, and I was like, wait, what is happening? Like,
Wait a second, what?
I had no clue. But maybe that's why I got into them enough that like because I didn't know, like I had no hype, I had no previous
I
knowledge.
feel like it's like all the Twilight girlies, like we were shamed for loving Twilight in high school, and now it's like acceptable to be into vampires. So people ran with it.
I have it on the Kindle. I just need to read it.
Don't.
I think because you don't like it, Marty, I'm like compelled to read it.
If you love this,
you have to find out.
It's
All right. All right, I'm gonna be the taskmaster. We're gonna actually start reading. So you guys, yeah, have fun. We'll see you guys back at 9:30. I'll put a little ticker down here, maybe. There we go.
Perfect. I'm reading on my phone, so in case you're all wondering what I'm doing.
You're on TikTok. It's fine.
I swear.
Hello.
Hi.
How did reading go?
Okay, so
Tell us all about it.
I am only 43 pages in, but I was saying how From Blood and Ash was for the Twilight girlies. This book is for the Aragon girlies because there's so much dragon talk, but like more military ish. But also, I marked this page, and this is page 19, so it is not really a spoiler because it's right at the beginning of the book. But she just sees his name is Zayden, and I can tell he's going to be the love interest because of the way he is described. There's like a whole paragraph about how an artist worked a lifetime sculpting him, and at least a year of that was spent on his mouth. But also, a paragraph later, he says something, 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 something. It only makes him hotter, flaming hot. And all I can think is that this girl is comparing this man to some Cheetos. But I'm here for it.
Oh, Marty.
That's amazing.
I'm here for
You
it.
had me at Aragon.
Yeah.
So
I never read those books.
I was obsessed with them in high school, but I went back and I read the first one like a couple years ago, and it is rough. Like he was like a teenager when he wrote them, and like you can tell that he read a lot of like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. Like it's rough, but it holds a special place in my heart. And yeah, so that's how that's going.
I read the first two because I think there's three, right? In the main series. There's four in the main series.
Mm-hmm. And then he just announced that he is writing a new one about another character.
Yeah. So I've read 3. I haven't started the 4th one because I think I read it like when I was in law school because I just wanted like no brain fantasy, like easy world building, and that is pretty easy. But by the 4th, I was like, I'm just not into this anymore.
I kind of want to reread them before the new one comes out.
Yeah.
But I did read his new like sci-fi one. And I could tell that like, you know, he's not a teenager writing anymore. So I'm curious to see how this new one is now that he like has written before. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That was my reading sprint.
Love it.
Flamin' hot Cheeto man.
But in a good way.
Is Hookshot, Sarah?
Yeah, so it's Kennedy Ryan, who wrote Before I Let You Go, which was amazing. And I read it in December, the end of, I think like it might have been like my last book of 2022. Have you guys read that?
It's on my
I have it somewhere.
It is. I loved it. It was so amazing. And so I was like, oh, I have to go back and read some of her other books. So I'm in a real in-person book club with like four of my closest friends. And so it's very hard for us to pick books because I've read like everything, and like obviously not everything, but I read a lot more than they do. So we go by what I haven't read, basically. That can be hard. So a few months ago, like after we read our April book, we read When No One Is Watching, which we all really didn't like. So yeah, it's the one, it's like, it was marketed as a thriller, but it's really not a thriller. And I think that was like our issue. Mm-hmm. So we were like, you know what, we need something spicy. Like we need something like hot and sexy, like just something better than this. And so someone on Instagram recommended that we read, what's the first one? Blockshot is no, I'm going to have to look. Blockshot is the second one. We read Jump Shot. Maybe it's Jump Shot. Let's go with that. I think it's Jump Shot.
Look this up.
And it's the Hoops series, and they're all basketball sports. Long Shot is what it's called. So there's Long Shot, Block Shot, and this is Hook Shot. The first one is very intense. It is like a lot of, it's like a sexually abusive relationship that this girl is coming out of. And like, we were warned, like we knew this going into it, but fair trigger warning for everybody. Like, it is a very intense book. And the sexiness doesn't really come till later. Like, there is sexiness and hotness and like later in the book. So we read it. We all kind of liked it, but like it wasn't what we were looking for. We all liked it, but it just like wasn't enough. So I have now, this is the third one. They get definitely better. I think this was like an earlier series. I love it. Even if you don't like basketball, I think like be into this. If you like romance, it's amazing. I'm like 8%. I just read like, I can't do math. I was at 67%. I'm at 92 now. So
this is the man on the cover.
Like, he's a hot man. Like,
I would read about this man.
Who's mad about reading that?
I would read about this man.
That's Keenan Ross. He's beautiful.
He kind of looks like
Bridgerton.
From Bridgerton. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
I don't watch Bridgerton.
Me either, but that man is everywhere. I was watching Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not talking to either of you until you watch it. Marty will probably hate it, and then I'll be mad at her for a while. But
I read the first 2 books, and I liked them. But
I haven't read the books either.
I read those in law school too because I just needed. That's actually was my gateway to historical romance.
I like it. All right, so I should start reading Bridgerton.
Yeah.
I mean, and if the guys look like this, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, the beautiful.
I want to watch it eventually, but like it's one of those things that like I am awful at watching or reading things like when they're like trending, and I'll watch it like years later. So I'll get to it in like 5 years.
I get that.
Season 10, you'll get into it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, there'll be more seasons to binge then. Like,
yeah,
you'll have a lot of
like 7, 8 siblings, something like that, and it follows them all.
And then there's like the Queen Charlotte spinoff, and yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah. So I'm reading Heart's Invisible Furies. Have either of you read it?
I have. It's
during lunch today or during nap time, I read like a really. It kind of they're not similar in any way, but they kind of remind me of Homegoing and how like Homegoing jumps time periods through stories. So this is a guy's life, but it is like vignettes of time in his life that were like important. So it goes from like he's a gay man in Ireland when it's super illegal to be gay, all the way to like the AIDS crisis so it starts in like the 40s to the AIDS crisis to like now he's social media. Like but there's a really hard, like the AIDS crisis time frame was just really emotional to read. So I read that this afternoon and was like a wreck. But
I was like, have you been crying now? Because like I didn't really like hear tears coming from you.
Yeah, not yet. I'm like,
we're getting.
I'm in a good transition.
It's a sad,
but yeah. So who knows what the next sprint will be because it could get really hard. But it also is like I'm reading The House in the Cerulean Sea too, and like they go together in a way that I wasn't really planning. In that it's met these 2 gay men are just trying to like find their way in the world, right? And
oh my gosh,
I'm happy.
Sea is one of my favorites.
It's like a hug in a book.
Yeah.
The audiobook for it is really good too because the narrator is like top notch.
Oh, I love that. I didn't listen to it.
I listened to that, and then I listened to his YA, The Extraordinaries, and the narrator for that is really good too. So
I have that on my shelf, but I've never read it.
It's fun. We do. It's like superhero teen. It's fun.
But I'm gonna write down that the audio for that is the way to go.
I have it on hold. I just need it to come in from the library. Kate is reading Falling by TJ Newman. That is a really intense book.
So good. I just read Drowning. Have you guys read that yet?
I was scared, but then I don't like to fly, so there's that.
I don't either.
And now that the whole submarine thing happened, I'm like, I feel like I do need to read it now.
I don't even know who I was. Like I pre-ordered it. It came. I think that was in June and I've already read it. I don't do that. Books sit I pre-order them so that I don't ever read them. But I read it, like I started it on a Saturday night, fell asleep because that's what I do. Like read like 10 pages and then woke up the next morning and like laid in bed for 2.5 hours and like could not stop reading it. It was amazing. She hooks you.
I think we're going on a like trip in a couple weeks. I might see if we can't listen to it on the way up because I only have it on audio.
Are you flying on a plane on that trip?
No. What's funny is I went to Hawaii last year.
Okay.
So I won't be doing that for a while.
Yeah.
So we're good. Because they're like leaving Hawaii or something for drowning.
Yes. Like they've been in the air for like 6 minutes when it crashes.
I get them confused because the covers are like exactly the same.
Yeah.
She's got a brand.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Well, and there's a new book that I keep seeing the cover for. It might be Tor, but it's like Whale Song or something. And it's this like scuba diver above a big Moby Dick whale. And like I keep thinking it's a TJ Newman book for some reason. I don't know.
Like it looks like it should be.
Yeah, it just seems like it could fit her brand. Marty, don't judge me.
I'm trying to find it, but there's apparently a lot of books called Whale Song.
Is it by Cheryl K. Tardif?
Maybe. I don't. If I saw the cover, I would know it, but
no, I don't think it's that one.
It might not be Whale Song. It might be like Whale Killer. I don't know. It's just Whale Song.
You guys heard about these orcas though out in the world, like Revenge of the Orcas?
Why?
I, for one, am on their side, but
I mean, we've done crappy things to them as like a world.
I welcome the orca overlord takeover here that's happening. It's fine.
I didn't think it was real. Like I thought it was an Onion article for the longest time. It's real.
Nothing should surprise you as a news article headline these days.
It's true. I just got done getting my sick kiddo in bed. You've had a weekend, girl. Like,
is it okay? This book does not have a whale in the title at all. But when I looked up whale killer, this is what came up: Death at SeaWorld, which kind of looks like a TJ Newman cover.
Yeah,
and it has 4.26 as its rating on Goodreads. So now I feel like I have to read this book.
That's your next book club book.
Okay, I've been watching Jordan just like go down the rabbit hole of Tate James because I've also started this rabbit hole too. But I'm reading the Madison Kate series, so
I still need to read those.
Who is Tate James?
It's like steamy.
Aaron is this series.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a Kindle Unlimited steamy reverse harem situation.
Yeah. Okay.
And I hear people raving about it, and I have not gotten to them yet, but I feel like it's something that I would binge like back to back real fast.
Well, they're not that long. So like one night of our readathon, I just was kind of done with like heavy books. And so because Heart's Invisible Furies gets really sad. And I read the first book in that series and it took me like an hour and a half. So once you start, I got to page 168 and then got distracted by emails.
Still counts. You're still reading,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you are getting words in. Got to page 63. Good job. 94. Loving the main character of this Stephen King book. She's a Which one are you reading?
I've never read a Stephen King book. I
was like real pretentious in like middle school. I was like 13, 7th grade, and like going through a Stephen King phase. And like, why? I don't know. But I read a lot then, and then I have not as an adult. And I'm like, maybe it's best.
Favorite?
There. Huh?
Do you have a favorite?
No. I tried to read it, and I got pretty far, and then I got bored.
Isn't that the really long one?
It's like
this big.
Yeah, so that was me at like 13 being a pretentious little shithead.
I read The Stand.
Isn't that also really long?
Yeah, and it's like a plague book, and it took me the whole first year of law school to read it.
Oh my gosh.
So that was like I read like 10 books that year, and it was like Bridgerton and The Stand.
I tried to read the first book, and it was at The Dark Tower. The first is called Gunslinger, and I absolutely hated it, so I did not continue that series. I liked Carrie, but that one was like not 1,000 pages. It's like a normal size book.
I want to read the I think it's called November 22nd, 1963.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like I would like that. Like
I do too. I haven't read it.
Like it sounds good, but it's also long. I don't have time.
He sure likes words.
That's probably the one that intrigues me the most.
Oh,
Good old Steve.
Yes. I love the alternate histories, like the books that, and look, maybe I don't know that he does this well, but like World War Z, Big Max Brooks, like Devolution. Have you guys read Devolution?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to tell you this and you're all going to think I'm crazy. I've not read it. This will sound insane, but it's about Bigfoot. Okay. And I realize that sounds crazy, but you have to listen to the audio. The audio, it's a full cast narration, and it's basically as though like Bigfoot has attacked this like private city at the base of the mountains in Washington.
Oh.
Just trust me, it is the best audiobook that exists anywhere.
Oh.
The best. Like it's called Devolution.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll show you. Let me find it.
I'll download that one for my trip back.
I promise it's so good.
My son came home from preschool last year saying that one of his little buddies in preschool, like his family, hunts Bigfoot.
It's this. Yeah.
Yes. So it will make, like, the way it's written and it's read, it's like, it says the firsthand account of the Rainier Sasquatch Massacre. Like, you're literally going to be listening to this. You're going to be like, did this really happen? Like, this is real. Like, this is really a news report from this happening.
I have just put the audiobook on hold at the library.
I promise to love it. I promise.
That's
it's
awesome.
incredible.
I think that would be something my husband and I would both like when we're driving too. So
yes.
Lena 208 of Flagger. I'm super intrigued by this. So hopefully you vlog it. About 50 pages in. Love that it's fast paced.
Nice.
Oh
yeah,
no.
He is delicious. He really is.
Krista, I just started a couple pages of Keeper's book, quite a bit of Parker Inheritance, fun historical mystery. I need to go to bed though. Good night all. Yep. Thanks for stopping by, Krista. She's also in Sarah's time zone.
Okay.
I think like Virginia-ish area. It's Whale Fall. Thank you, Mandy.
Oh,
Whale Fall.
I knew I was close.
Whale Fall.
No
that does look like a TJ Newman cover.
Yeah. The kid who's home for the summer wanted to chat. Yep. I would talk to my 3-year-old if he was home for the summer.
Oh, see, I like stuff like that.
That's fun. I like full,
yes,
like multimedia style books, or mixed media where it's like podcasts, interviews, stuff like that. I think that's super fun.
You'll like Devolution then, no question. I mean, you'd like it anyway because it's amazing, but it's like that.
Yeah.
I swear.
Dark Tower. All right, we're at the end of our comments, so we can do another sprint.
Yeah.
Do we just do it again to 10:30 and then see how we are feeling?
Yes.
I love The Appeal a lot by Janice Hallett. I didn't like her newest one as much.
The Appeal.
The Twilight Code. It just was really confusing. But The Appeal is
Who wrote it?
It's Janice Hallett, and it's like a mixed media book where like these attorneys are trying to figure out what happened, and they're given a case file, and then you're reading these emails between an HOA to figure out how a person dies.
I just brought it from the library. So
accurate to how attorney lawyery things work.
Well, it's British, so I cannot speak to the British system.
But it seemed accurate-ish. Okay.
It's not really that, like, they're more just reading the case file. It's less like the actual practice of law. They're just trying to figure out what happened before they get there. I don't know. But I had opinions that are spoilery. So, yeah. Okay, let's do another one till 30.
I just saw that this was blurbed by Tracy Wolf, who wrote, what is it called? Oh my gosh, Crave. which again is for the Twilight girlies, and
Yeah.
again I hate it. So I don't know.
That's the one with the white cover.
Yeah.
Yes, and then like all the sequels also start with C. There's like Court, and Crush, or I don't know, but
I gotta look. Tracy Wolf.
yeah.
If you see the cover, like I feel like I know the cover.
I'm definitely spelling
It
Tracy.
was like it even referenced Twilight in it. Like she's self-aware.
Oh yeah.
She's self-aware. All right, we will do another one. We'll talk again at like 10:30 and then assess how I'm feeling because I'm not a night person. So
we'll see how we're doing.
We'll see how we're doing.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna finish the book right now. You'll see me crying probably. There will be tears over here.
Yeah.
Just look up and you're both crying, and I'm dragons.
We'll see. Most depressing reading sprints ever.
We're here to make you smile.
This book.
Better, worse.
Did you finish it?
No, I got like 30 or 40 more pages, but there's an adoption storyline in the book. And it's like written with humor and stuff, and it's fine. It's good. Like it doesn't, for people watching, I'm an adoptive mom. So, but he's like reuniting with his birth mom and like all the feels. So yeah, I really like it. It'll probably be a 5-star read. So
For sure.
whew. And then it just covers a lot and does it really well.
It's a good one. How are the dragons?
The dragons are good. I am now on page 90.
Marty, did you dog ear a library book?
Oh yes, I did.
It's her like revenge.
Listen, I worked at our public library and I saw how books were returned. Dog earing is the least of their worries. We had books coming in like moldy.
Stop.
It's disgusting.
Why would somebody do that?
We have like special bags there that like if a book comes in and we think it's moldy, we immediately put it in the bag and like throw it away. It's like we don't even, it's just, and yeah. So dog earing is fine.
Marty has the most interesting stories.
Or like the things that like people would use as like a bookmark because they flip through the books, as they check them in. And like insurance cards. We had somebody's COVID vaccine card. It was like, I don't know.
I always flip through to make sure I didn't leave anything weird in the book.
Yeah.
Now I do, but yeah. I don't know. But yes, I dog-eared because I made some notes that I want to, because I'm going to make some notes on Goodreads, like as I read, but I wanted to make some notes because I don't know. I have a lot of inner commentary about things already.
Good things or Cheeto things?
I just want to know, like, when in our collective minds did we think that, like, having a love interest who, like, can control shadows, like, when did we decide that we were into that? Like, how did we, like, collectively agree?
Because we are into that. We are.
Is it Azrael from Akatar?
Yeah.
And then the Holly Black Book of Night is like
Book
shadow
magic. Mm-hmm. Even Reese in Akatar, I think, does something with shadows too, but mostly it's But yeah, Book of Night, and when did we decide that shadows were dangerous? Like, when did they get like sentient power to like be able to do things? Like, is this some sort of like
in Peter Pan, shadows were good. Well,
yeah.
they were mischievous.
It didn't like suffocate you. It just kind of like ran away from you. And I'm like, when did we get to this point? I want to know. I have questions. And when did we decide that voices could sound like velvet? Because I don't know what that sounds like, but his does, if you were curious.
Have you not ever heard I'm probably saying it wrong, Harry Connick Jr.?
His voice sounds like velvet.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I'm getting my charger. I'll be back.
I'm gonna play you his voice. Have you not listened to his Christmas album from the 90s? Come on,
absolutely not. I have not. Sorry.
Marty, you have to.
Sorry to disappoint. Who is Harry Connick Jr.?
Have you seen New in Town with Renee Zellweger?
No, I have not.
You need to watch it. It's on Netflix.
I thought you were talking about the John Mulaney New in Town comedy special from 2015.
I mean, that's on Netflix too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm having issues.
I have seen that one.
I don't know. I feel like I could think of men whose voices sound like velvet in real life.
Well, I need to meet them then because I don't
like they're all celebrities, but
this is not what's happening in my world.
It is a like that, and then like their eyes darken with desire, or they held a breath they didn't know they were holding.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Those are other
people
ones.
hate that, but like I do that. Like in real life. Like I will all of a sudden be like, oh shit, like I'm not breathing. Like I need to like breathe.
You're a romance novel in real life.
So like people, it drives people crazy. Like people complain, like, you know, you see that all the time on stories. People being like, oh, this house is here. I can't read this book, but like that's
Like,
my
that's
life.
me.
It's real. I swear. People hold breaths they don't know they're holding.
No.
Maybe not.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Now you're gonna like be on the lookout next time you just like sigh. You're like, did I know I was holding that in?
See? And you probably didn't. You just weren't aware.
There's a lot of phrases like that I'm like, or like, how does one like look up under her eyelash? Like, I can't. That's not sexy to me.
You're like, I'm just blinking a lot. This is not fun.
I just have something in my eye.
Well, there's just like eyes darkening with desire. I'm like, so his pupils got big? Like,
Right. I don't.
Too much light, not enough light.
Yeah, too much drugs. I don't know. The love is the drug.
Yeah. Lena finished her book, 5 stars. That's the flight one.
Oh,
I'm in bed. Froglet just joined, and I'm reading The Stand. We were talking about that earlier.
Oh my god, I love the frog in your picture.
Is that a real frog?
Such a vibe. He's just chilling, living his best frog life. I love it.
He seems like a happy frog.
I want to be that frog.
I'm just shocked he was able to hold the frog. I'm up to page 1 out of 301.
So much reading.
I know. It'd be fun to tally up like all the pages people read during a readathon.
Oh.
I could tally mine up, but I don't know.
Yeah. I just think that's interesting. I'm such a mood reader. I don't do the best job of tracking, but
I do a lot of percentages too. Like,
yeah,
I do the math. Like if I'm reading like even a print book, like I'll figure that out. It's just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to work with.
I've fallen prey to water talk.
Okay, I'm drinking Skittles flavored water right now.
Me too.
What is that?
Okay, so on TikTok, there's like water talk where people get like these dumb, they're not dumb. I have so many of them.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
These like single flavor packets that you put in water. And basically it's like, you're drinking like Kool-Aid basically. But like I have Skittles flavored ones. I have Starburst flavored ones. One's like Crush orange soda flavored, but it's like water. So it's like healthy.
I feel like this is like a cool Midwest thing. Like, New England does not have cool, fun foods like this.
You can get a lot of it at like Dollar Tree or like the regular grocery store. They're in the like water aisle. But
I'm going to the Dollar Tree tomorrow to see what we have at my local one. But I have the tropical Skittles flavors. So I'm doing, it's like the pineapple one and the strawberry one. You mix them together.
Oh, you're doing a little cocktail. A little water cocktail.
Really good. And like I've been drinking too much coffee and then not replacing that with water. And this is helping me drink more water. And they're not really like, they're like 5 calories a packet. So I'm like, I'm not really.
Do they taste like Skittles?
And they taste like Skittles. Like I'm sure there's like a chemical in there somewhere, but I'm drinking more water and I think that's good.
That's important.
I really want the ones that taste like Nerds because I've fallen deep into this TikTok rabbit hole. Like,
yeah,
I've fallen deep, and the Nerds ones just look so delicious, but I cannot find them anywhere near me. And it's fine, but it's
fine.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Skittle ones. Is that your simple modern dupe?
It is.
Mine also just arrived today. This isn't it.
I ordered another one of these for my husband in a different color because he really likes this and he keeps stealing it. And I was like, I will get you your own. Yeah. But because like the Stanley Cup is like so big or whatever, Amazon was like, your shipping is delayed because like it's like in such high demand. So he's not getting his cup anytime soon.
Mine,
He's gonna
I
keep
ordered
stealing
it last week, and I got like a teal colored one,
Yeah.
and it took like a week to get here. I got it today.
I don't know. His was lost in the
others.
sauce. I don't know what's going on.
And read The Wind-Racked Wilds. That just sounds cool.
I can't say that. Windwrack.
That's
Windwrack.
Wow. I can't say it.
And she also
See, it's real. It. Thank you, MJ. That's real. I feel so seen.
It's a real frog. Well, I love them. I would die for that frog.
Just for that one.
That singular frog.
Well, we've hit the end of our comments for the night. It's pretty good. I will probably go to bed because I'm an old soul. And it's also almost midnight for Sarah.
Yeah, there's somebody walking down the stairs. Oh, it's just my aunt. He hasn't come down here. Oh, my son is missing. I mean, he didn't go very far. We're in the house. I'm at the only entrance in and out of the house. You would have had to walk. He must be up there. Nobody came down the stairs.
The children are heathens today.
What is happening? I thought it was a child, but where is the child?
See, you went to child, and I went to ghost. That's where I went.
Okay, are there ghosts in Fourth Wing? Like, where is your head?
No, they're just in my brain.
Marty has ghosts.
I love it. Ladies, thank you for keeping me up until almost midnight.
Yeah, I'm impressed you. I would not.
There
I
are
can't
very
read past like 11 o'clock.
I'm impressed too, honestly. Your kids are going to wake you up so early in the morning and you're going to be like, ah.
Be like, what? And I'll tell them to hang out with me, and I'll go back to sleep.
Like, I liked hanging out with you guys. We need to do this again.
Can we do this again? This was super fun.
Yeah, this was funny. Lee's got it. She sums it up.
Well, I'm glad.
Yay, Molly, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. And Katie also is in Eastern time and stayed up.
Katie, why are we awake? Because we're reading and we're having fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it for bucks.
Yes. It's the only good reason to stay awake this late. Amazing.
But I'm going to end the broadcast for everyone. So everyone have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, Mandy is too. EST. Okay, it's gonna end, but it might think a little bit, but it'll end.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.